3, 2. Why is the FPS so bad? Right when I start recording. Let me close, this thing swaps. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. We're back. That's right. We're finally doing it. Ninja Quest Part 3. And for this part, I am calling it the Discovery. I know, right? You'll find out soon enough why it's called the Discovery. So I am back to doing rewrites. I will say probably not, it's probably not going to be, the next video will probably not be part 4 due to how much time these videos take to make. It'll probably be a random video. Well, not random, but, a different video, and then probably after that, rewrite. So, but without further ado, let's hit that intro. This episode opens with Aisha waking up, but not from her quest, but for school. She wakes up and gets ready. She gets to school, but then Zordon contacts her. A monster is attacking the city, and he can't reach the other Rangers. Aisha morphs and summons her Lion Thunder Zord to fight the monster. Aisha can defeat the monster and heads back to school. When she arrives in class, Miss Appleby gets upset at her for being late and says she will be seeing her again in detention. Aisha gets through the rest of the day getting more homework than usual. She leaves her final class ready to go home, but then Miss Appleby calls her over to detention, which she had forgotten about. She gets to detention and begins to do work. Suddenly, Zordon calls her. She has to go to the bathroom, and Miss Appleby says she has 5 minutes. Zordon says that there's a monster attacking the city again. Aisha says she'll have to make this one fast and morphs to fight the monster. She teleports there and uses her power axe to destroy the monster. She teleports back to the bathroom, and as soon as she leaves the bathroom, she sees Miss Appleby walking towards the bathroom. She says sorry she took so long. Miss Appleby says that's fine, and they head back in. Aisha then begins to do her schoolwork again, but she just can't seem to stay awake, and she finally decides to take a break and lies her head down and falls asleep. She wakes up, this time to Ninjor. She asks where she is, and Ninjor says that she was in a dream to teach her a lesson. She needs to take breaks in life and not do everything at once. Aisha says that makes sense, and that she does tend to do a lot at once. She realizes she's in her ninja outfit and asks where the others are. Ninjor shows her where the Rangers are and also that Tommy is fighting the Tango Warriors outside the temple. Aisha says that she has to go and help. Ninjor says that the others must hurry, as Aisha's help alone won't be able to save Tommy. We then see Adam waking up, but same as Aisha, he wakes up for school and he gets ready, and we flash to him at school. And then we see him get home, do schoolwork, and go to bed. And then we see this over and over again. Adam comments how boring his life is, and a monster hasn't even been attacking lately. He then falls back asleep, wakes up, goes to school, and heads home. But this time, he decides to do something different. He goes and hangs out with his friends and does homework together. He does so and heads home and then falls back asleep. He wakes up lying down next to Ninjor. Ninjor says that he's glad he finally woke up. Adam asks what's happening. Ninjor says that he was put into a test to see if he could write his own destiny instead of doing what was predetermined for him. Adam asks where the others are. Ninjor says that they're doing their own test, but he must go help Aisha and Tommy outside. Adam runs out, and we then see Rocky, and he's taking a test in school, which is a science test. Rocky suddenly doesn't remember anything. He tries to remember what the answers are, but he just can't. He turns in that test with a sad face, knowing that he probably got them all wrong. The next day, Rocky receives his test, and he gets an F. Rocky is disappointed and asks for a retest. Mr. Wilton says that he can take one, but the next one is tomorrow. So Rocky heads home and begins to study. He even stays up all night. And when he takes the test in the next morning, he is confident with his answers this time. He turns in his test, and Mr. Wilton says that just by looking at it, he can tell he got most of them right. After school, Mr. Wilton runs up to Rocky and says that he wanted to personally hand Rocky his test. He got a 100. Rocky's excited, but says he's got to go home and sleep. Rocky falls asleep at home, and as per usual, wakes up and asks what's going on. Ninjor gives him the details and says he was put into a test to test his determination. He says he has to go help the others and rushes off. We then see Billy. He's taking a test as well. This time, it's a math test. Billy is as confident as ever, turns in the test, and at the end of class, he gets his paper back, and he got a C. Billy's disappointed since he's never gotten a C before. Before class ends, Miss Appleby says that there will be another test tomorrow after school. Billy's excited for the makeup test. He studies hard, and the night of the test he arrives at school and takes the test. Just like before, he finishes and turns in his paper first. By the end of class, he gets his paper back. Another C. He's disappointed, but Miss Appleby reminds him that this is okay to fail. Billy suddenly wakes up, and Ninja explains the situation to him, saying his dream was to show Billy that you can't succeed at everything, but it's about how you carry on. He tells Billy to go help the Rangers, and finally, we see Kimberly's dream. She's leaving school, excited to go hang out with her friends. She waits for hours, but they never show up. She's saddened by this, and she goes home. She goes right to bed and wakes up in the morning, feeling better. She arrives at school, but no one talks to her, and she feels sad about this, since she doesn't want to be alone. By the end of the day, she was in tears, as nobody would talk to her all day. She heads home when she sees another kid walking home. Kimberly pulls over to the side and asks them where they're going. The kid recognizes Kimberly from school and says she's headed home. Kimberly tells her she can get into her car. They arrive at the girl's home, and Kimberly says goodbye and drives off. Suddenly, she wakes up, and Ninja is excited that all of the Rangers have completed their quests. He tells Kimberly that she was tested on how well she can help strangers. She then heads outside to help the others. They are struggling, but with Kim's help, they manage to get back on their feet. Ninja tells them to call on the power of their animals, and they will morph into Power Rangers once more. They do so, and become the Power Rangers again. Except this time, their helmets have been altered to feature their new animal, and their suits stay the same though. They all manage to defeat the Tangas. Ninja says to come into the temple, and they walk inside. They then see their new Zords, and Ninja says that they will know how to use them and call on them at any time. He tells the Rangers they must go to the city, as Rito is still attacking. So they teleport to the city, and the episode fades to black. So, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this Ninja Quest Part 3, The Discovery. Again, videos for Ninja Quest not going to come out, not going to be my next video, but it will be probably that one after that, if not the one after that. So, either in 2 videos or in 3 videos. Not the next one, though. But I really hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so I know that you have enjoyed this. And also comment down below what you thought of the different tests. I kind of thought it was hard to decide, well, what do you test teenagers on? And how do you make it not be violent, because it's a kid's show. So I tried my best, and I hope you guys did enjoy this. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Goodbye.